Today we're going to talk about my rock star friend and how I visited him in the fifth dimension, and he is stuck, and he's a speaker. He's some sort of rock star speaker, and he's a speaker and some kind of teacher and influencer. Like I know that he can move energies in social situations and whatnot, and he has the ability. He's been in these situations where he stirs up large numbers of people, and he's created this. He's a rock star, and his purpose something like this. Like, imagine you are an artist of some type, whatever type of artist you are, and you have created your work, and you are touring, and you are performing, or if you're a visual painter, you're touring around, you're displaying your art, you're talking to your fans. If you're a musician, you are, rocking and rolling and having concerts and traveling and touring and spreading that. If you're like a spiritual teacher, which is the new rock star, let me go into a little bit of history with you real quick. Before there were the modern music artists and rock stars, who do you think were the rock stars of the day? See, this is new. When you think about it, even if you're young, maybe you're a teenager, even if you're young, hold on, the earbuds are falling out. There was no such thing as Hollywood. Hollywood hasn't even been around for less than 100 years yet. It's been around for 60 or 70 years, maybe, and one human being lifetime. But it that's cool. I don't know if you can see the rainbow, but I can. I'm gonna try to get the rainbow in here, but yeah, so the rock stars back in the early 1900s or whatnot were the scientists, like Albert Einstein. Back in his day, he would be the equivalent to what a rock star would be today. And then, and there were no movie stars, but that hasn't even been around for a long time. And so back in the day, it was scientists were the main rock stars. So then motion picture or film or movie started to be created, and then music became something that you could record. For the first time in history, music was something that you could record and then distribute it so other people could listen. That's a new thing. All those things are new. We perceive it as if it's been for an eternity, forever, because like yourself, like me, like we were born into a world where it already existed, so we perceive it to be as if it's already been there forever, but it's actually a new thing, okay? And so the first line of rock stars were the scientists, in our modern era. And then with movies and music, then you had your major Hollywood actors, stars, and your music stars. And the next generation of rock stars are going to be spiritual teachers and healers. And it's already started, because there are musicians out there. For example, a friend of mine, he's a big fan of this band called Circa Survive. The rock star friend, actually, that I'm talking about, he's a fan of that band. And one of the musicians in that band also paints. He's a painter, and he sells his paintings. And he, I don't know if he has a podcast, but he goes on podcasts, and he's somewhat of a teacher, and he teaches spiritual things. And also just recently, there was this dude on Instagram I discovered, and I can't remember his name, but he does, my Instagram is Hypnotic Magical, and this dude does positive punk rock. So basically, he does spiritual teaching, and and positive punk rock. And then there's another gal that I've somewhat of a mentor to me because she taught me about time travel, is Jessica Alstrom. She is a healer and a teacher, and she's starting what she calls a quantum revolution tour, and she's becoming the rock star. The healers and the spiritual teachers are the new rock stars in the next generations to come, and it will be a combination of music and video and film, and that is the new rock star that's emerging from consciousness, from the energies that are being put out there. Okay, so get ready, because yes, there are motivational speakers that are popular and have massive followings, like Tony Robbins, somewhat of a rock star, and that's been around too also. But what I believe that we're seeing is a blend and a merging of a lot of that into a new paradigm, it's becoming a new thing where that's the new way of how things are going to be. You're going to see the awareness and consciousness expand, and you're going to see the rock stars emerge from this new awakening. I've done videos on this sidewalk before, and it's the first time that I've done a video on here. It's Saturday morning, and I've got the mist spraying. I've got the mist spraying the water onto the grass and the rainbow, and the men edging the sidewalk, and got a man up here on a Z-turn mower mowing the grass. And so it's kind of meta, at the meta level. As I'm creating this video, it's symbolic of newness. There's meta symbolism all around it. Like, everything is meta symbolic. I mean, your brain would go into overload if you tried to like take it all in, all what it means. But definitely in this case, I can definitely say that this symbolism definitely represents like a trimming back and for new growth in this instance, in this circumstance and whatnot. So it's pretty cool to observe this happening as I'm making the video about this topic. So pretty cool. So eventually I'll make the video about my rock star friend.